How's it going, everyone? I'm really excited. Yes! Finally get to make a video for RealGolfersTalk.com. By the way, I got a webcam coming. I apologize about the really crappy video casting here, so I apologize. I'm getting a new webcam. This one kind of broke. But anyways, I'm really excited to do this website, to get in as a daily thing. We can talk about all things golf. I really want you guys to give your feedback, or if you just want to talk about something, send me a video, chat, email, whatever it is. Can't wait to hear the feedback about this. But this is for us. People like us, right? We're chilling at home. We're watching the TV, watching golf. And we have opinions, but we're listening to other guys over here talking about their opinions because they played golf and they get paid to do that. We have opinions too. And just because we didn't play professional golf doesn't mean we don't have a really good opinion about what's happening out here. And I know that because I have some great fucking opinions, which is why I'm out here. By the way, this is not a kid's show. This is, I'll throw some cuss words out there. In fact, I'm drinking a beer because why not? I'm a man. I got this beard. Might as well keep it going, right? Anyways, let's get into some golf talk. U.S. Open just happened, and we saw Brooks Koepka come away with a very impressive U.S. Open victory for his first major championship. Gotta say, didn't have him on my radar when the U.S. Open started. My favorite golfer is Jordan Spieth, which I'll get into a little bit later with Jordan. But, you know, everyone had Ricky Fowler favored. He's never won a major, but he was favored. I understand why. He's played extremely well. He's gotten a lot better, but he was favored. Obviously, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, Jason Day. I mean, those guys didn't even make the cut. You know, then you got Hideki Matsuyama coming out of nowhere. I mean, like the guy plays obviously great. He plays weird, not like coming out of nowhere like that, but he played solid. He played solid to post a 12 under round or a 12 under tournament. That's very impressive. So there's a lot of good things. But Brooks Koepka, just to touch on him since he's the winner, might as well touch on him first. Very impressive. I mean, the guy drives the ball forever, and the one thing that he did really well was putt and get the ball on the green. And that's the biggest thing. That's what we haven't seen out of Brooks Koepka. We've seen him flashes, but to consistently do that like that at a major championship is very impressive. I mean, all these top players in the world, they were struggling. And on Sunday, we knew we were going to have a first-time winner because, I mean, what was it? Sergio was 3 under. There's a few guys like 3 under par, and the lead was 12, and there's a bunch of guys at 11 and 10 and 9 under par, excuse me. How are they going to win? How are they going to come back 3 under? No way. I mean, you have to play the best round ever in the U.S. Open, and that did happen this week with Justin Thomas, which was unbelievable. But to think that that was going to happen, you can't assume it's going to happen, so you assume a first-time winner. Didn't see Brooks Koepka coming. Obviously, he was right there. He's one back to start the day. He just came out hot, and he just kept it going. And he played a great round of golf. Definitely deserved to win a major. Good for him. I mean, maybe this is a thing that we're going to see from now on from Brooks, that he's going to compete this way. If he competes this way, that's going to be really hard to anyone to beat on any stage. How are you going to beat that? It's tough. Obviously, there's guys that can, but it's going to be very tough if he's playing like that. And as we've seen from the top players in the world, they get on hot streaks and they go on hot streaks and they kind of cool off, and they've got to refigure their swing and their approach and everything. So great win for him. Congratulations to Brooks Koepka for winning the U.S. Open. It was really fun to watch. It was a great tournament because you knew you were getting a first-time winner. Congratulations, Brooks Koepka. The other guy, you know, the other people I want to touch on here, Brian Harman, lefty. Kind of interesting. He led, you know, after 3 rounds, 12 under par. He played well. I mean, to say that he lost just really sucks. You know, left-handers never won the U.S. Open. And if anybody knows that, it's Phil Mickelson, which sucks. 6 times runner-up. That is a punch in the face. And Brian Harman knows what it feels like to be Phil Mickelson at least once. He played well. And at a U.S. Open, when you're even par after 14, 15 holes, when you had the lead, you're doing something right. Brooks Koepka just played fantastic, outplayed him. Brian Harman deserves a lot of credit. Hopefully he doesn't. You saw him on the last hole. He was hanging his head low. He knew it was over, and he just kind of lost interest. Enough where he did make a putt, a good length putt, was about 7, 8 feet, to save par. Might have been 6, to save par to give him a tie for second. But it was really deflating watching him walk around on that last hole because he knew that he got outplayed. And I mean, when you have a position like that, your dreams want to come true, and you got to watch a guy do that. It's really sad to see. And I just want to point out another congratulation to him. He played phenomenal golf, and he should never put his head low for that performance. He played great, outstanding. He could have won so many other U.S. Opens. Just Brooks Koepka outplayed him this week, and he's gotta hold his head high. Nobody wants to see this guy get upset and then never play well again. So congratulations, Brian Harman, on a great, amazing run at a U.S. Open. Unfortunately, came up short, but you're a good golfer, and keep that momentum going into other tournaments. You're going to be successful if you're playing like that. So Rickie Fowler. Now, like I said, he was favored, which, again, hasn't won a major, but he's favored because, I mean, he's obviously got the game to win a major. He's a fantastic player. And if anything, the guy gets the crowd to love him. The crowd loves him, kids, adults, because he's a good kid. Got a great putting stroke too. He really does. Very, very solid. You just root for guys like that. So it's good to see, Rickie Fowler, being talked about in that way. And hopefully, this is the year that he picks up, whether it's the Open Championship or the PGA. Hopefully he picks up that major because, I mean, he really does play great golf, and he really is a great kid, and he answers all the tough questions with class. So you want to see that. But I will say, he came out, and you could tell he was nervous when he came out and started. He did not have his game today, or I should say on Sunday, didn't have his game. And that's unfortunate. You want to see a guy like that make a run. That's what the crowd wanted, was to see Rickie Fowler make a run. Obviously, that didn't happen. But for him, he's got to find a way on Sunday to really keep his focus. He did at the Honda Classic, but he should win more. He should win more tournaments. He's got to find a way on Sunday to make that happen. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. He's been in contention a lot of times. Unfortunately, he's fallen short a lot of times. And we need him to pick up his game. Everybody wants to see Fowler win. So I'm impressed with the fact that he's gotten himself to this level of golfer, but he needs to take that next step and be on top, because this guy could potentially have the ability to be the number one in the world. And the only way that's going to come is if he starts winning major championships. He can win tournaments, but if he's not winning majors, he's not going to be number one. You've got to win majors. I mean, ask Jack. Ask Tiger. Look at Tiger, how important major championships are to that guy. But major championships define your career. They define your life. They give you your dreams of what you've hoped for since you started playing golf. So Rickie Fowler, I think the next step is, obviously, I'm not saying anything nobody doesn't know already. The next step is making that major championship happen. And, hopefully that'll come this year. So, again, it was a good tournament for Rickie, but he fell short. Hopefully he continues to learn from these experiences and gets better and pushes forward in a major championship this year. Next one I want to talk about is Jordan Spieth. Again, my favorite golfer. Love Jordan Spieth. I think he's the best putter in the game. And I love the way that I think he has the best preparation and understanding of what he wants to do on the golf course. Obviously, it's been a struggle for him trying to win major championships. He's actually having like he used to start off in contention. He'd be a few under par and then just get there. Masters, he was dominating. Something really happened to him over a year ago at the Masters. Probably one of the toughest things I ever had to watch. It's watching him falter on the 12th hole. It's hard to watch a good kid have to deal with something like that. He had the tournament won. All he had to do is par everything. If he parred everything out, would have won. But when something like that affects you, and as much as he talks about it and had to answer all the questions, he's answered them, and he's held his head high with class, and we appreciate that. But sometimes I want to hear a guy say, "Fuck," like what the fuck, I want to hear that. Even though you got a lot of people out there to go, "Oh no cussing." You just want to let them let it out sometimes. I mean, that had to have been harsh. And it seems to have affected his game since then. He's won a couple tournaments, but he's not Jordan Spieth. I sent him a video on Instagram. I don't know if he watched it, but I sent him a video and I said, just be you. Stop. So many people are going to put expectations on you. They're going to say, oh, you got to do this. You won 2 majors. You got to come out. You got to be this. Just play your game. He's going to win major championships. He's going to win tournaments. He's going to be one of the best players to play the game, in my opinion, when he's done. As long as he forgets about the expectations, forgets about what people lay on him, let him golf. I know everyone's going to put expectations on him. I do it too. I'm going to say every tournament that he's going to win. That's what I think. The major championships, I'm going to say my favorite is Jordan Spieth, because that is. I'll give you my other favorites, but I'm always going to say Jordan because with a guy that has a putting technique like that, it's hard to not be impressed. It's hard to not watch. It's hard to not root for that guy. And as good as a kid as he is. I mean, think about it when you were 20 years old. Were you on tour? Were you on the PGA Tour being respectful? Were you working every day to be a professional golfer? Or were you slacking off? I mean, I know I was. I slacked off all the time. I was like, hey, I'm 20. What am I doing? I don't know. I got all this time. Not Jordan. Instead of partying and all that, he was trying to compete. He was trying to live his dream. And he realized, hey, you know what? Once my dream's over, once I'm able to relax and retire from what I want to have in my life with my career, I can party then. He got the idea. I certainly didn't. I know now, so that's why I'm trying to work on things. For me, I love to talk about sports in general, but I love golf and I love talking about it. So that's, this is happy for me. I love doing this. I could do this all day. But Jordan Spieth had some setbacks this week. Couldn't get his putter going at all at the U.S. Open. I sent that video to him on Saturday. Sunday, he actually played better. Played solid, had one of the better rounds on the golf course for the day. I think he was in the top 5 of best rounds for the day. He was a really, really heavy favorite in a lot of people's opinion to win. It just didn't fall for him. I mean, every putt just seemed to be on the right side. It's funny, Paul Azinger calling, it was like, hey, everything's missing to the right. It's like, it was. So something, whether it's lineup or vision, whatever it is, something's going on there. Hopefully he can fix that because I want to see him win. I want to see him win all the time. So, Jordan is just one of those guys that, if he can get putts to fall, good luck. To me, if Jordan's making putts, just stop. Just don't even try. Just go home because you ain't winning the tournament. That guy can putt from anywhere. Guy can putt from 80 feet, and you're like, what? 80 feet? And it just right in the center. Wasn't even wavering, nothing. You're like, what? I remember watching the Open Championship 2 years ago after he'd won the Masters and the U.S. Open. He bogeyed 17, which is one of the toughest holes, in my opinion, in golf. Very tough hole. Goes to 18, hits a wedge short, and it falls down that big slope at St. Andrews, that big false front. And you're like, oh, it's going to be almost impossible to get up and down. How do you judge the speed on this? He almost made it. And then he hit like 2 feet for par. He hit. How do you judge that? Because he's that good. And hopefully we can see that again. And we will eventually, sooner rather than later. That's what I want to see from Jordan Spieth. So, but all in all, it was a great U.S. Open. If there's somebody you want to talk about, make a comment, send me a video. We can discuss that. I'll make another video. We can talk about that. I can send it just to you on my feelings and thoughts about whatever it is that you guys want to talk about or a question you have about the United States Open. Not a big deal. Any topic. You can ask me about a golf club. I don't care. This is all golf talk. It's real men talking here. I mean, ladies, don't be wrong. You're more than welcome to join this conversation. You're more than welcome to crack a beer and have some fun. But that's what this is about. The conversation. Who doesn't want to have a good conversation? All right. Next topic. The USGA made some rule changes. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I was like, finally! Why the fuck do you have to stand there like this and drop a fucking ball? Why? You're going to end up with a worse lot. You might as well just hit it. Might as well just hit it where you're from. What the fuck does that mean? Like, I got to stand up. Hold on, let me get my ladder and stand on the fucking ladder and then drop the golf ball. I'm so glad they changed that to, as long as it drops. You can do it from here if you want to. You can do it from waist. You can do it from ankle high. As long as you drop it, that is how it should be. If you get a free drop, you shouldn't have to drop it from a mountain. You should be able to drop it by your feet, give yourself a decent lie, whether it's a free, especially if it's a free drop. If it's a free drop, you're already paying a penalty for a hazard anyways. Might as well give them a better lie to get a better chance. Many times you dropped the ball and went, fuck this. Why? Why is it? It's almost like, oh, well, I'm going to take another drop because I can't even see the ball. Oh, I didn't know there was a gopher hole right here. But I'm glad they changed that. And then also, the ball moving. You happen to address the ball, you accidentally tip it, you can place it back. That is phenomenal. I don't know how many times, and I know everyone out there has probably done this 100 times, just like me. You go to approach your ball, and you just, boom, tap in. You're like, man. And then, of course, you're playing with buddies. They're going, nope, that counts. That counts right there. No, that counts because they don't want to lose. But that should be changed. I'm so glad that changed. Be able to replace the ball, that is what it should be. And I'm really happy about the rule changes that they made. People are going to say, oh, why change the rules? Or, rule changing is bad. All these. No, it's not. Just because a rule was made doesn't mean it was a good one. Not everything they change is going to be good. Not everything they have right now is good. This is a good change. There's a good change for the game of golf. Gives everybody a chance that does have the wayward tee shot, wayward shots, whatever, to compete in the golf tournament. That is what it's supposed to be about. We want to have... Who didn't get excited watching U.S. Open going, anybody could win right now. There's like 30 guys that could win this tournament. That's exciting. It's always fun to watch someone dominate, but it's more fun to watch people like, I have no idea who's going to win right now. I don't have a clue. I just want to watch because I want to watch good golf, competitive golf, where guys are firing shots to the hole and they're making putts and they're giving everything. I love that. This helps out with that scenario of letting guys be more competitive. I don't know how many times a guy's been leading, hits a terrible shot and gets penalized even more bad because they had to take a drop, and that went into a worse situation. So I'm happy that this is there. I'm glad they changed the rules. And sorry if you don't agree, but I think it's fantastic. In fact, I'm going to go golf tomorrow. I can tell you I'm using that rule because there's no way I'm not going to have to take a drop tomorrow. But anyways, the last thing I want to touch on today is the whole Tiger Woods situation. Tiger Woods, obviously everybody knows, a few weeks ago, the cop situation, had too many pills, they arrested him, didn't know where he was, his car had damage. we've really seen a big-time downfall of Tiger Woods. It's very, very sad. Tiger Woods did so much for the game of golf. To watch him go through something like this, and it's all started with the huge scandal that he had. I mean, he put himself in that situation. So you can't be, feeling bad for him for that. He caused that, but he's worked so hard to get through that. I mean, him and his ex-wife, became really good friends now. Like, they're good friends. They've overcome that because he's overcome it. And now he has the back issues and all this stuff. Everybody, I hope, wants to see Tiger Woods win another major. That's what he needs. He needs to win a major. And it's not for chasing Jack. It's not for the game of golf. It's for Tiger Woods. He needs a major championship. He needs to do it one more time for himself, for his own belief in life. He's questioning everything about himself right now. Can I even play at a high level? Will I even play competitive again? For himself, he's got to be okay with who he is. He has to understand he's not Tiger Woods of 2000. He's Tiger Woods of 2017. And he's got to play like that. Doesn't mean he can't win. Zach Johnson won the Open Championship 2 years ago. Who would have predicted that? Not the longest hitter. Sometimes you got to slow your swing down. Sometimes you just got to play smarter. It doesn't mean that you have to bomb at 94 yards, way past everybody else. It means be strategic. Hit a ball in the fairway. Hit a ball in the green. Try to make the putt. You're going to make more birdies if the ball's on the green to putt for birdie than you are trying to chip or hit out of a bunker. I mean, it's obvious. Just play smarter. But right now, he's getting professional help. I saw that last night. I'm happy for that. He needs professional help. But he needs a circle around him, the people around him, to really be there for him. And what that means is they need to get his head in a better place. They need to help him understand that he's still a guy everybody loves to see. And that he's a great guy. He's made mistakes. A lot of people have. Everybody here has made mistakes in very different ways. But I think I say this for a lot of people when we just want to see Tiger Woods be happy again with himself. It's not about the game of golf anymore. It's about Tiger Woods. And I think Tiger Woods will be in a much better place if he wins one more major. Knowing that he can come out there and compete one more time. But first, he's got to get this help, and I'm glad he's doing it. And hopefully he takes the necessary time for the injuries and the rehab to make sure that when he does try to make a comeback, he is 100% ready to go mentally and physically. A lot of his problems are mental. He lost the ability to know that he was going to win every week. And now he goes out there not even knowing if his back's going to hold up. That's going to take a lot of the edge off the way you play any sport. So Tiger, hopefully you get your help and we can see you back in golf tournaments and I can make a podcast celebrating because you're back. But all right, guys, these are the topics I got for the day. Please comment. Tell me something. Tell me my beard looks stupid. I don't care. Just want to know you guys watch it, what you guys think, what can be better, what can be worse. I'd love to know. Thanks for everyone that watched this. I appreciate it. This is RealTalkersGolf.com. I'm Jason. Take care. See you next time.